Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brittany, and today's video is going to be a mixture of things, or at least attempt to. It's going to be a little bit of a mini vlog and my July wrap up. That's today. Hence, I am dressed to go outside. It's going to be 100 and something degrees out. But the plan is I'm going to play Pokemon Go, sneak into Barnes and Nobles, maybe get 2 books, and then come back and do my maybe do a mini haul, and then talk about my July wrap up. Come along with me. Adding Brittany here, I want to preface that when I said sneaking into Barnes and Nobles, I'm not like breaking in or anything. It was, opening hours, and it was kind of an inside joke for my boyfriend and I, that every time we go out to go to this particular like outdoor mall, always have to go to Barnes and Nobles. So when I say sneaking to Barnes and Nobles, I meant like sneaking away from him to go to Barnes and Nobles, but that was like the first thing we went to. I did pay for my books. I can prove the receipts if I need to, but that sounded weird. So I just want to preface, I did go in opening hours and I did pay for my books. Happy watching. I am back from my little journey today. Pokemon Go was good. It's hot outside, so we did 5 or 6 Rayquaza raids. If you're a Pokemon Go person or Pokemon nerd, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then, well, actually, before we did the raid, we went to, well, when I say we, I was with other people, but I also went to Barnes & Nobles before the raid started. So I got 3 books. I know I said I wasn't going to get any. If I did, it was going to be between 1 and 2 books. But the 3rd book, I just like, let's rip the Band-Aid and get it. So I'm going to show you these books, and I just want to preface that these books I'm actually waiting in the wait line in my local library. So I was like, might as well. I'm better off just buying it and reading it now instead of waiting. So let's start with this book. It's A Good Girl Guide. Yeah, Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I think the movie's already out on Netflix, and I want to read this book before watching the movie, so I got this. And I think in the library, I think I'm like 67th in line out of 100 plus. So it's going to be a hot minute for me to get the library version, so I just bought this one. And then the next one, which I'm super excited to read, I may read this, I don't know if I'm going to read it like just drop everything that I'm reading now and then just hop into this book, or just read it, or wait to read it in October. But anyways, it's The Blonde One Died First by Jonelle, or Jonelle? Is that how you pronounce her name? Willington. And I've been waiting for this book to come out. Came out last week? This week? I think it was this week. And I'm first in line for this book, and I haven't gotten it from my library yet, so I ended up just buying it. And then the last book, I don't remember where I'm at in line when it comes to the wait line for it, but it's the 5th season. So, it's backwards. I don't know how to flip it, but I'll figure that out in my next video. But I've been hearing some good things about it, so I finally got this book. And yeah, that is my mini haul. Like I said, those 3 books I've been waiting in the wait line for my local library and Libby, I think on Libby as well, for a hot minute, and I just can't wait any longer, even though I am in between books at the moment, which I'll get to in my July wrap up in a minute. But I do have some footage of me attempting to vlog. It's not the greatest. I got nervous filming this part, so I still want to show it to prove that I went to Barnes and Noble, and then we'll come back and talk about my July wrap up. editing, Brittany again. Once again, I made a slight error. In the next clip, I talk about my July review or my July wrap up, and I mentioned that I read 3 books. I've actually did read 4. The fourth book is called Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, and I gave that a 4 stars. Um, so yes, so past Brittany made can't read or not can't read but can't count for that matter. So it's 4 books. I actually did hit my goal for July, and it's 4 not 3. Oops. So yeah, sorry. So my July review, I know I talked about it in my previous video that I was truly struggling in the month of July, and I'm looking back, and it truly shows. So my book goal to read in July was 4, and I just finished officially 3 books. The fourth book, I finished it last night, but I'm gonna count it for my July. Actually, the 3 books that I had previously talked about in my last video, it won't be until my July, or not July, excuse me, my August review. So here we go. So this portion's gonna be very quick and short, but let's see. Whoops, the book that what is the book? Oh, The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Tudin. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I apologize. And I gave this book a 1 star. Actually, it would have been a half star, but I feel like that was a little bit too mean. But I don't know. I couldn't. This is my first time reading a Stuart Tudin book. I think there's another book that I wanted to read from him. What is it? Oh, the Seventh and the Half Death of Evelyn Hardcastle. And I think I still may read that down the line. But this one in particular, The Last Murder at the End of the World, I didn't. It was a book club book. I'm in a book club. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but I'm in a book club with some friends, and one of my friends picked this book, and I don't think she ever read this book. I think I'm the only one who read this one. But anyways, that's not here or there. But I when I read the synopsis, I must have missed that it was a sci-fi book, technically, like a sci-fi thriller mystery book. And not until I think I was like maybe halfway through, I had to like go back and like, is this really sci-fi? And that was my fault, not on Mr. Stewart's fault. That was me over missing that. But to me, it felt kind of slow, even when it was trying to like who done it, and even by the time we figure out who actually did it, it kind of fell flat for me. So sorry, I don't know. I wish I would have liked the book how most people, I think most of the book community really love that book. Wasn't for me. And then the next book I read was Unravel Me by, oh, I'm going to mispronounce her name. I know it. Tahaf Mahafi? I think that's how, I think I'm missing pronouncing that I in her last name. But this is the second book in her series of the Shatter Me series. And I gave this book, I don't know what I gave it. I gave it 4 stars. Some people absolutely love this book, or this series. Some people absolutely hate it. I think it's a fun time. It's like I said, I can't give much away. It's picking up where it left off from the first book. That's all I can give that explanation, because I feel like if I explain it, I may reveal what happened. So, but I'm also waiting the 3rd book in the library. I don't know what position I'm at in that, or not position, but spot, and I'm in that in the wait line. I think last time I checked, I think it might be 7th or 6th in line. It might have changed since I looked last night. And then the 3rd book that I read was Dangerously in Love. It was a state security or tri-state security like romance, and I didn't rate it. I didn't like it. I shouldn't say I didn't like it. I just didn't care for it. It wasn't give me. It was. I think it's an age gap too, right? I think it is. But the age gap is not that big of an age gap. I think the main female uh, character, I think she's like 25, 26. And I think the male lead character, her love interest is, I want to say like 35 or something like that. Or something like that. So it's not extremely big, but it's whatever. And I'm a big sucker of like bodyguard, like touch her and you die, or I will protect you with all my life. And oh, it's a brother, best friend's brother trope as well. Like I said, I didn't care for it. I don't know. I think the author kind of got lost in the sauce, and I got lost in the sauce, but I finished it. And yeah, that was pretty much what I've read. The book that I finished reading last night was My Lady Jane. That one's a wild book. That is also I think it's a movie or a TV series on Amazon Prime. So that's why I wanted to read the book before watching the show slash movie. I can't remember what it is. And but I still got books to finish. Um, what's the books? I'm still reading Sleep Like Death. What else? Malibu Rising, and then I'm reading this book, the Trapnik, the Will Trent series. And I gotta finish at least Sleep Like Death by next week because I have to return that from the library next Saturday. But hopefully August will be better for me. And yeah, it's hot. Happy Saturday. I don't think I've ever said that today. Happy Saturday, happy Sunday, good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you at in the world. I'm going to wrap this up because SummerSlam comes on in the next couple of hours and I want to relax. So, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, comment. Please be nice in the comments. What else do I want to say? Support your local libraries and indie bookstores. I know I didn't shop at an indie bookstore, but please do as I say, not do as I do. Is that the saying goes? That was horrible. Have a good day.